Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Now come on in. Now come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Now come on in. Now come. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Hey people. Hey people. Can y'all hear me? Can you see me? What's going on? Hi everybody. Welcome back to my channel. We're back for another review. I'm adding growing up hip hop to the situation. Okay? Yeah, I'm gonna add them. Y'all asked about it. Y'all kept asking. So I was like, okay, if this what y'all want from me, this is what I'm gonna give y'all. Okay? Now listen. I see y'all coming into the room. Okay? Because YouTube finally sent y'all a notification. That's what's up. But please remember, sign up for the website, bondyblueshow.com. Okay? See, down there in the corner. Become a member, free member, paid member, whichever you prefer, love. It ain't even that deep. But if you go and become a member of my website, you will get notifications when we post things. I think I need to start posting period on but I'm lazy, y'all. I'm so lazy.
I got my note.
You got your notification? Okay, well, Larry said he got his notification. You know what I'm saying? But sign up for the website, you guys, just so if anything ever happens to my channel, y'all will always be near me, okay? Also, Instagram is where I'm at. TikTok, I be trying. Twitter, I'm on there, girl. Facebook, you can follow me there because I post my lives there as well. Okay? You know, they send me a cute little 50 cent, you know what I'm saying, off my videos over there. So if you over there and you prefer watching over there, that's cool too. Thank you. Appreciate you. Let's see. First of all, before we get into it, shout out to Bloom Elixirs, okay? Formerly Omiyage. Okay, I made up a song one night when I was messed up. So when I remember where I put that at, I'll play that back and come back, with that song for y'all, because I did make up a song. I just don't remember it right now. But either way, I do smell like ridiculously good right now because Bloom Elixir's conditioner and shampoo tastes like, Lord, tastes like, smell like, where my mind is, smells like roses, okay? And the rose vibe. The rose smell, like, it smells really good. I love it. I love rose. So yeah, my hair smells like rose, and then I put on my Rose Jam body spray, and now I'm really smelling like roses. Okay, get into the vibe of it all. Okay. Are you getting into the vibe? You're the only one that can smell me. So yes, it's a vibe. You appreciate it? Okay. We're here, girl. We're gonna get into growing up hip hop, and we're gonna get into Love and Hip Hop Family Reunion. But I do want to tell y'all, boring. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't say it. Boring, stupid ass. Like, it's just like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? What's happening? But this what y'all wanted from me. Make sure y'all like the video. Hold up. I gotta turn this light up and hold up. Cause y'all waiting all day to come in here anyway. I need more than 277 people in here before I start.
Girl, you better start.
Okay, well, the 277 people could at least like the video. You know what I'm saying? That would be nice. Okay, listen. Then I lost a whole bunch of people. Listen, I don't know what y'all want from me today. Thank y'all for liking the video. Hey, y'all, what's going on? I see y'all coming in. All right. I'm losing people. I guess we'll start because I'm losing people, huh? Nigga was like, oh, you want more people, huh? Snatch. You can't never get too comfortable on this platform, man. Okay? How am I looking? How am I sounding before I start? Because somebody gonna tell me that they couldn't hear me, they couldn't see me, it was messing up, it was going in and out. I want y'all to let me know before I get into it. What is it giving? Yes, sir. Please go check on the fire you got outside. Thank you. He jumped up. Hey, my good girl. What's going on? Okay. Looking, hearing, good. Good. Okay. So, growing up hip hop. I'm going to do the first 2 episodes of this. Okay? I might come back like on a bi-weekly basis because I kind of like doing that for some of these shows because they don't have nothing going on. And it's just kind of easier to do like a comprehensive or whatever. Yeah, no, my numbers went all the way down. That is so weird. Yes, thank you for reminding me. Thank you, Lady T, for the super chat. Congrats on your well-deserved 97K. Much love, my good girl. Thank you so much. DeQuasia, hey, honey. Thank you for the super chat. Congratulations on getting to 97K. Thank you. I'm excited about it because it feels like, oh my God, you're really going to make 100K this year. Finally. Finally. You finally get the number that gets you the plaque. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be 100K to get you the plaque. Like, and I feel like I deserve my plaque. Like, you can say what you want to say, but like, I've been working here for a long time. And not only have I been working here for a long time, but like, y'all make a little money off me. Just, if we want to think about just, as a whole, okay? Let me see. What did it say about me? What do my analytics say? Hold up, before we get into it, okay? Before we get into it, just because I'm curious. I'm just curious. What's the lifetime on this shit? Okay, so in the lifetime, I have 43.3 million views. 43.3 million views lifetime. 10.7 million watch time hours. Okay? Let's see for 2022. For 2022, I got 5.8 million views. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm putting in work. I want my plate. That's all. But thank you, everybody. I appreciate y'all. If not, if it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't be here. So, thank you. I appreciate y'all so much. Okay, thank you for the super chat, love. 211215. Okay, thank you for that. I appreciate it. But I want to be black. Okay. All right, are we ready? I was trying to see if the numbers were gonna go back up and destabilize. I mean, stabilize again, but whatever. Hey, Adrian, thank you for the super chat. Congrats on 97K, babe. I think you'll get 100K by the end of Real Housewives Potomac reunion. Ooh, I hope so. No, you definitely deserve it. You've been on here, I know, at least 10 years. I have. Okay, I have. Thank you so much. So let's get into it. Okay. Egypt is pregnant by Sam. Okay, let's let that marinate. Egypt is pregnant by Sam. So now you have willfully brought a child into a toxic and unstable situation. Off rip, we're making not so smart decisions. Okay? But it's okay. Okay? Let's move on. She had a miscarriage. Y'all know how it is. You have a miscarriage, you really want to get pregnant again. Like, I don't know what it is. You have a miscarriage, you really want to get pregnant again. Like, a lot of women have that feeling. So, I understand her wanting to have this baby, but I also am looking at the fact that Sam has not been there for the other children. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it just hasn't seemed that way. Treach is making us feel like it's not that way. It feels as if he's always getting into foolishness. It seems as if he is not stable as a person. Y'all relationship is toxic. And the thing that's funny for me is that Treach is just now coming to this conclusion when we've been talking to Treach through the screen for years now. I can remember when that fight broke out at that party and he got into it with Brianna because they were all like, Sam's an asshole. And Treach is like, he's family. And now you're having to have sit downs with this young man, like what, almost a decade later, about how he is not prepared to have a child with your daughter. Like, I feel like y'all were not paying attention from the beginning. Somebody needs to put Egypt's ass in therapy. But y'all don't think anything is wrong with a woman being a ride or die to a man that is undeserving of such ridiculousness. Riding and dying for you. What are you, out of your mind? Okay? What are you, out of your mind? And what I mean by that is, I will instinctually protect people that I love. But if you think you're going to be haphazardly putting me in dangerous situations because you can't control your emotions, you've got another thing coming, sir. Okay? Sam already has kids he doesn't take care of. Peppa tells Egypt it's about the baby now. Okay? It's about the baby. It's like, Peppa. I feel like you doing a bit much with pushing that, considering the fact that Egypt felt like you weren't always there for her. Meaning she felt like at some point you chose your career over her. So we don't need to have these conversations. Just, it's about the baby. I think Egypt knows. Now, I really think what Peppa is saying is, you need to think about the baby now. So if that means you can no longer go along with the bullshit that you go along with for Sam's benefit, remember, is it for the baby's benefit? Okay? That's what we need to keep in our minds. Okay? So, it's a new beginning. We're excited. Okay? Grandbaby, grandma, the whole nine. It's great. It's fantastic. Treach talks to Lazy. Y'all, every time I watch this show and Treach is on camera with his full, beautiful face in the camera, I'm reminded why I had such a huge crush on him as a child. Like, this man looks exactly the same. Like, for the tough life he's lived, the man does not have a bag under his eyes. Like, he is, like, impeccable. Like, it's insane. I don't even understand it. Like, I'm just saying, like, have y'all paid attention? Have y'all, like, really looked at Treach when he's, like, on camera and his full face is there with no sunglasses on? He looks better than some of these women when it comes to just overall skin. Like, I was just like, he has freckles and stuff, but his skin is so smooth and, there's, like, no real wrinkles or lines or anything. I was just like, what the fuck is going on with Treach? Treach is so beautiful still. I'm just, oh my God. Like, of course, when he was younger, there was more of a thickness to him. But, as the guys get older, they, they either lose the thickness or they get it in a way that we don't want them to have it, okay? But Treach looks so good. Like, it's ridiculous. Yes, no. It absolutely is given, I've lived a rough life, but I've also been working out and juicing this entire time. Okay? Like, it's just, he's real fine. It's crazy considering the life that he's had. You know what I mean? But anyway, so Treach talks to Lazy. Lazy tells him that he had to go get his 4-year-old. I said, not these old ass niggas having 4-year-olds. Yo, how old is Lazy? Let me look it up. I need to see. How old is Lazy Bone? Bone, 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 bone. Slow song, bone. Slow song. Oh my God, yeah, I'm sorry. We just recently watched Lil Rel's comedy special, and he was talking about the y'all know the battle, the verses between 3-6 and Bone Thugs and Harmony. And he was like, at one point, it was just bone song, slow song, bone song, slow song. It was just so funny. Anyway, he's 48. Okay. Lazy is 48. Y'all ain't gonna lie. Back in the day, Lazy was the guy for me. Like in the group, Lazy was like the one that I liked the most. Okay. Thank you, Essence, for the super chat. Just want to say, you stay giving all the vibes. 11-year subscriber and follower. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here this whole time. Thank you. Okay, look, I love y'all who have been with me through my growth as a person, but essentially still being the same bitch. You know, it's evolving. You know what I'm saying? But still being real. You know what I'm saying? But not to like this, like, fucked up way. I feel like some people just y'all be too real. Like, calm down. Shit. Like, do we have to be like that about it? Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. But I went back and I had coffee earlier and then I went to the juice and it's causing a thing. I'm so sorry. Apologize. Okay. But yeah, Lazy had to go save his 4-year-old from a toxic situation. Shout out to Glorilla. Treach says that he's been on edge with Sam because every time he get on the phone with Egypt, Sam got to be on the speakerphone somewhere. He called him motherfucker. And Lazy was like, Treach doesn't really talk bad about anybody. And Treach was like, that mother called him a motherfucker. Like, you must have did something, motherfucker. Like, I was just like, he been doing stuff. I'm glad you finally seeing it. Cree goes to see Angela at her house with the chef. Like, I just love the money that the kids have. Like, I've noticed that the Simmons kids, especially, like, those are some well taken care of kids. But they also don't come off spoiled. But the reason why they have chefs and shit is because the dad, helped them set everything up. So by the time they get to this age, they may still be receiving money from their parents, but they're probably receiving money from businesses their parents helped them start as kids and shit. And that's led to them being business minded. Like, that's what I feel more about JoJo and Angela and Vanessa, like, when I see them. But they still all live very plush lives, and I'm here for it. The way Angela moves around, you know what I'm saying, with her, like, natural naked body and a really good weave. And not a wig, bitch, a really good weave. Okay? Or micro links. It's micro links, right? That's what the rich girls get. The rich girls get micro links. Fucking love it. Okay? Like, this is my type of shit, okay? So I was here for everything Angela was given with the chef in the robe with the micro links. Okay? I was just like, yes. Did Matawi do it? Okay, listen, I'm here for it. Cause I'm gonna tell y'all, the wigs are not giving what's supposed to be gave. I feel like, you know how we used to feel before wigs got lace? We used to be like, I'm gonna get a weave. It looks more natural. You know what I'm saying? Now I feel like we've come back to that space with the wigs. Cause now every time I see a girl with a weave or with micro links versus a girl who has a full wig on, I always feel like the girl with the weave probably paid more for her hair. And it may not be that case. That wig might have cost the same, if not more. Okay? But I don't know. I just kind of feel like it's more classy based. You know what I'm saying? Like, for lack of a better term. She understands her plush life and how not to ruin it and how to enjoy it and how to be quiet and be blessed. Yes, Sean. Okay? That's what it's giving. Wigs took over, but they're not giving. They're not giving what's supposed to be gave. Like and I'm gonna just tell y'all, living in New Orleans, it's too hot. I'm not doing this with y'all. I have them. They're cute to pull on every now and again if you want to give a vibe. You know what I'm saying? But I like, look at me, y'all. Like, I don't even want to have weave anymore. Like, I was like, if I do grow my hair out, I'll probably get braids until I get it long enough to get micro links and go sit in my Matawi chair. Because, like, you know, or I don't know, like, I haven't seen Ashanti post anything like that. But I'm gonna have to go back, to the celebrity stylist that I know. But I do love Matawi's work. But I haven't seen if Ashanti does that. But I know I'm gonna go back to Ashanti if I'm trying to do straight hair, child. It is what it is. Anyway, I'm sorry. Just thinking about the celebrity stylist that I know. Okay, anyway. Shout out to Ashanti. But yeah, let's see what else is going on. Besides Angela looking amazing and reminding me how much I need to make more money. Okay? Fuck you think this is? Want money. Okay? Like, just for the microlinks, girl. Anyway, but Cree comes over. Angela wants to do a fun song. Not the screen door. I'm dead. Listen, don't even tell, because Niecy said it in her last Potomac video, and bitch, I almost fell out the chair. I was dying. When she was like, not with the screen door showing. Oh my God, Angela is fine. She's a beautiful body. I love it. It's a natural body. Like, she says, she's like a little quirky weirdo to me, but I love her aesthetic. I love what she gives. Now her new decision to be with old boy that put her in a song, like, I just hope he treats you well. Have fun. I don't have anything else to say. And yeah, Angela can't sing. Ooh, Angela can't sing, girl. So they gonna send it to Mama Jan. Mama Jan said, okay, match the notes. Oh, and she, so they gonna have to work on it. You just don't know what you're doing. That's what Mama Jan said. You just don't know what you're doing. And really, that's really what it is. The more I got trained vocally, especially in my adult years, now that I actually, like, sometimes I'm up here and I'm singing and stuff, I really have to lean into, like, my muscle memory of how I know how to sing properly in order to do some of the shit that I do. That's why when people be like, you can't sing and all that, I'm like, bitch, fuck you. You have no idea how hard this shit is. And how when Whitney says I remember I was watching Whitney talk about how she knows how to get herself there. She knows how to get there. Is because you really have to, like, do a lot of manipulation of your body and your throat, in your mind, in the air, in the space in your head. Like, you really have to, like, do a lot of manipulation with your body in order to sing, and especially to sing. Like, the way the people who sing and they be like from way up and through here, that's because you're pushing from that place when you sing. So it's not easy, which means, what does doing a little fun song mean? I don't know, Angela. Feels like you're bored and you're looking for a quick little money grab, and I am not upset about it. Have fun. I hope a cute little video comes out of it. I don't hate. I mean, I can call something out for what it is, but that doesn't mean I hate. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's cute, we'll bop. I might play it in a Jeep, bitch. Who knows? Okay. Anyway, Peppa goes over to Egypt in Sam's new place. She had to point out, I didn't have to give them a dime for it. It's like, yeah, after you let them live with you for like the first 5 or 6 years of their relationship and they finally get a house, yeah, pat yourself on the back for allowing them the space to live somewhere nice and save the money. The fuck? Don't do too much, okay? Listen, thank you, I appreciate y'all. There is nothing wrong with helping your kids out when they, get their new shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, or when they get a house, there's nothing wrong with that. But you know that you coddled them in that relationship, Peppa. And that's why you want us to know that you didn't pay for it. Anyway, Peppa has gotten Egypt on her tour. And Sam says, what about me? And Peppa was like, this is about Egypt, And I know Sam's going to support from the background. And I see what she's doing there. She's really trying to be gentle with the way she handles Sam, especially in front of Egypt. Excuse me, y'all. But I feel like Peppa can see it. But she doesn't want to lose Egypt. So she is acting like she doesn't see it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's giving. Like it's giving you see it, but you're trying to act like you don't see it. So you kind of, you stepping real lightly with the way you handle this situation, because that's a red flag to me. That Egypt can't have a moment that's about her career without Sam asking what about him. Y'all, that's very manipulative. I don't like that. And the fact that he's done that so many times, it means she's being, and y'all, I'm saying it because I understand personally. And it's not that I felt like, I'ma just say it. I feel like when you niggas do this shit, y'all do this on purpose. Y'all do. Y'all do it to get mind control over your woman in some respect. Especially if you are afraid of losing her in any capacity, or if you feel like she can outshine you in some way. It depends. It varies. But it absolutely gives, if you remind her over and over again, what about me? What about me? What about me? Every time she has something that's about her, every time she has something that she is happy about or that's about her for her, he pipes in with, what about me? So then eventually she instinctually does it on the inside. He doesn't have to say it, because now she can't make a decision without thinking about, what about him? When essentially you're a grown fucking man and you should be able to figure out, what about you? Nigga, figure it out for yourself. What about you? What about you? What about you? What about you? This is my performance. You're a writer. What do you want to do? Oh, would you want to be out here on the stage with me like you Diddy or some fucking body? No, go stand on the side like everybody else, man, that supports them. Maybe I'll have you in a video. But your need to ride Egypt's coattails in this relationship has always been a red flag, has always been noticeable. And now, just now, everybody has now, and I mean everybody, I mean Peppa and Treach, y'all are just now understanding this about Sam. Okay, girl. Tanice and Jojo talk about their baby's birthday. Apparently, Tanice has another famous industry father who is an asshole, and he has said something to another family member about the new grandbaby Joey not being his grandbaby. I'm not exactly sure why he said that. It seems as if he and Jojo have some weird relationship where Jojo just kind of ignores him, and he thinks that Jojo should be more respectful of him. I don't know what it is. I don't know. It feels like some shit that you probably feel about their family as a whole. Like as a man, I'm sure it feels good to have them as a part of your family, but there's something that makes me feel like you think you're in competition with Jojo and his dad. Where when it comes to y'all's relationship. And I could be wrong because I'm just now seeing the dynamic, but the way he had to find the issue with Jojo, and Jojo is like trying really hard not to even engage, it gives you probably have an issue with Jojo because of who Jojo's dad is. If you're not the most impressive nigga in the room, that can be bothersome. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like he threw a lot of red flags out there between these two episodes when I saw him. So he shows up to the baby's birthday party because they stretched this shit out. Okay? But her dad shows up to the baby's party. He walks up to the baby. The baby's like, it's his 1 year birthday. He's like, oh, I'm hearing we got beef, which even, and this is my thing. Everybody thinks that everything is just a game and just for play. But when people actually have real feelings tied to the for play things that they say, it adds energy to it. And when it adds energy to it, the kids understand it in a way. They feel the indifference. You think this kid doesn't feel this. Y'all, as I have had moments recently in my life going through therapy, revisiting trauma and all of that shit so that I can heal and get past it and, be who I really am, all of those things that you go through, I have remembered things from before I remembered things. Things have been said to me, and the pictures of what it looked like or the feeling of it came back to me. So if you think that kid is not going to grow up eventually having a moment where the feeling of you rejecting him as a fucking 1-year-old, it's gonna come back up. The energy of y'all's dynamic in this moment is somewhere in that kid now. And I just kind of feel like it is so irresponsible as an adult and a grandfather to have that energy with your grandchildren for no reason. Can somebody explain to me what the issue is? Why he has this energy towards a fucking baby. I wanted to make sure we were at least 15 minutes in before I threw that one out there. But yeah, he held the baby and said, I'm talking to my grandkid. I'm talking to my grandkid. But Tanice needs to have a verbal conversation with you about why you would say that he wasn't your grandchild. But he keeps running from the conversation. He doesn't want to have it on TV, for one. And then for two, when they finally do have the conversation, he flips it and puts it on the fact that JoJo didn't speak to him. Like, you came in here with this weird ass energy before JoJo didn't speak to you. You said what you said before JoJo didn't speak to you. So we want to understand, Tanice, inquiring minds, we want to know, why did you say that this 1-year-old baby wasn't your grandchild? What was that about? And he said it because he low-key wanted to laugh out of embarrassment. Like, he didn't think that she would hear that shit. So then he tries to contain it. And then he flips it on her. He knows he said it, but says he wouldn't be there if he didn't feel that. If he didn't feel that the baby was his grandchild. And that was another thing. You're not dealing with what she asked you about. Now you're telling me that, if I didn't feel that way, if I didn't feel that the baby was my grandchild, I wouldn't have came. Wouldn't you have? Wouldn't you have? Especially if you pride yourself on caring about your family. If you pride yourself on caring about your family, there's probably people around you that have told you, you're going to look fucked up if you don't go to that baby's party, right? You're going to look fucked up if you don't go to that baby's party, right? Somebody has said that shit. You can't convince me nothing different. Okay, let me see what y'all saying. I think his issue is really with JoJo. He don't think JoJo is good enough for her. Hilarious. I think because he doesn't like JoJo, he sees baby Joey as an extension of him and Mia, their daughter, as an extension of Tanice. Okay, weirdo. Both of those kids are extensions of both of them. Child, I wouldn't have my child around energy like that. Would have kicked him out of the event. Yeah, you can't play with my baby like that at one. Like, that's given. How could you be like that to him? When Tanice said, I don't know how we can get past this, I understood where she was coming from. Because on some level, it's like, is my baby even fucking safe with you? Perhaps because the baby is named Joey. That's his daddy. I feel like Angela hasn't given us our song. Like, Angela's definitely one of those girls that give you that one big old bop. If she hasn't given us one yet. Oh, okay. We still waiting on that song. My 10-year-old will always say what's wrong. I be like, nothing. She be like, speak what's on your mind. She be feeling my energy. Ooh, come on, little emotionally intelligent children. Okay, listen. The dad is so uncool. Hey, Dr. Elizabeth, how are you? Okay, that is you, right? I'm just being clear, okay? Because scholarly talk on life is Dr. Elizabeth. Okay, I'm currently moisturized for dear God. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Again. So y'all, Eric and Sam and Casey's son meet at the dispensary. He tells them another right is on the way, so they congratulate him on Sam having another child that he may not be as responsible for as he should be. They ask about the court case. He says he has 4 felonies. Like, so we're waiting to find out what's going to happen there, aren't we? Treach wants to meet him at a jewelry store. He's scared. You know why you're scared? Because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing or what's expected or the conversations. Okay, good. I'm glad I wasn't spacing on that one. Thank you. Her daddy was giving fake name Dash energy. That's so funny. You're right. And he's tall. So that's uncalled for. Anyway, he's scared to talk to Treach. And you're scared because you haven't been doing what you told that man you was going to do, which is do right by and take care of his daughter. And now she's pregnant. And you have 4 felonies pending and children that you already don't really take care of. So what the fuck are you gonna do? Like, that's what Treach is at with it. You are no longer in a space where you have the time to plan and think and give me things that are going to happen possibly in the future. I need to know what's going to happen in the next few months because my daughter can have this baby early. So what are you gonna do? Like, that's the conversation that Treach is having with him in his jewelry store. And he's sitting there taking it all in. And I love Treach because Treach understood the energy of the moment. He understood that he didn't want to hear it. But he also needed him to understand, nigga, I don't care that you don't want to hear it. You have my daughter pregnant with 4 felonies and nothing going on in your life right now that makes me feel like she's going to be taken care of. So I need to have a conversation with you where you understand how serious I am about this if you thought I was playing before. Okay? And Sam didn't like it. Sam felt like, eventually he tells Tyran, he's like, I don't know how he felt like he could come to me about, what's going on between me and Egypt. I've never given him a reason. What are you talking about? Didn't you just say you have 4 felonies, nigga? That's a reason to believe you are not capable of taking care of Egypt and a child and the rest of those children. What are you talking about? I also love the fact that he brought up that Sam is the issue between Egypt and TT. And now that Egypt is pregnant for the first time, for real, full pregnancy, she's going to need somebody around her same age that knows what she's been through, who knows what she's going to go through, that loves her. And that's TT. But TT and Egypt can't be on the same page because of your ass. Because you told Egypt that TT wanted you. And she actually believed that foolishness. So yeah. But I'm also, once again, Treach, coming back to the fact that these things have been happening for seasons now, and you're just now coming to the realization. Like, where have you been? So many times I'm just so lost as to why Egypt is not totally turned the fuck off by him. Cause she like weird aggressive energy. Treach has weird aggressive energy too. Treach just makes sense. More responsible. Grew up in a different time. Sam don't know the first thing about being a man. Treach don't play about his Egypt. And he shouldn't. Treach and Peppa should have had this talk. If he don't care, if he don't take care of the kids, he's not going to take care of her child. Especially if they break up. And at some point, she may actually wake up. That was crazy. TT wanted him. I thought that was crazy too. I couldn't even believe that she believed that shit. Yeah, no. And once again, we'll take it back. When Treach got up and said, he got up, he had his hoodie on and shit, little short sleeve hoodie on and shit. He stood up. He was like, all right, y'all hold my stuff, okay? I might come back to this store, but I'm going to go check out another spot. Come on, homeboy, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Because a nigga like Treach always got like a friend, but that's also security walking around with him. Just in case somebody want to pop off, because you know what it is? I love Treach, y'all. Make sure y'all like the video. Okay, so I like the way Tyran handled the situation with Sam, because he let Sam go off about, he wanted to say fuck you to Treach, and it's like his dad and shit. He let him have that moment, but, basically said, prove it then. If you are capable of taking care of Egypt the way you say you are, prove it. But also, you're asking for understanding from Treach. You need to understand the type of man that Treach is. Treach is the type of man that wants to have the hard, tough talk with you. Okay? You need to understand that part. You absolutely, to me, the fact that you are having a hard time with this man asserting himself in his daughter's life shows me that you don't know what a parent is. It shows me that you really don't know. You really don't know what it is to be a father if you don't understand. And when I say you don't know what it is to be a father, I mean you don't have a concept of what it means to be a father. Meaning I don't know what your daddy was doing, and I damn sure don't know what you're doing with the children that call you daddy. But a man that is not protective of his child when she is pregnant for a person that seems irresponsible, not a good dad. If he's not worried, he's not a good dad. He don't care about her. So you obviously don't really care about your children, which gives me even more pause. Anyway, Twist is back in church. He's gotten rid of the blonde. He's got new teeth. Y'all know these niggas have to find guys so that they can get over court cases. Anyway, he cheated on his little girlfriend, and she left him, and he want her back. So he's carrying her panties around in his pocket. Brianna gives him a woman that respects herself, not gonna deal with that talk. Cool. Devin and Sequoia are in the studio. She tells him that her mom and dad are getting a divorce after 20 years of marriage, I guess. Almost 20 years of marriage, but like 20 years of a relationship. Sequoia says that she wants both of her parents to be happy. She feels for her mom, but she suspects that Lazy and Tiny are messing around and they're not telling her. Lazy has also been, someone that, a mentor to Sequoia. And JoJo is also, going through a lot of health issues after all his years of drinking. And Tiny was always there for him. So now I think that Sequoia feels caught in the middle where she feels like, I understand, as a woman, what's going on with my mom, but if she's not talking to me, I don't know how to feel. And then I also want to be protective of my dad because even though he did this to himself, he's still sickly and he's still having a hard time right now. So I understand where Sequoia is coming from with this. We'll get back to it. Treach and his wife go to lunch with Tiny, and she talks about the fact that she had been married to JoJo since 2008. And now she has been dating Lazy. And she has butterflies for Lazy. She said he got that boom, boom, boom. And I was like, that's way too much information. But yeah, you could tell. He looked like he's still wearing the girls out. Okay, he looked like he work out and stay healthy just so he could wear the girls out. Like him and Treach. Like these niggas give the we work out because we need to make sure the blood is still pumping down to our dicks. Okay. But she says that she can't deal with JoJo's drinking anymore. She hasn't told Sequoia what's going on because she doesn't want to be judged, because daughters often do that to their mothers. Judge them very harshly when when they date other men and all of that type of shit. She has butterflies for Lazy. They tell her she needs to tell Sequoia like yesterday. Her not telling Sequoia is probably going to be a bigger issue than her dating Lazy. And I'm like, nah, I think Sequoia is going to have an issue either way. Treach talks to Egypt at her rehearsal about how she is preparing for the baby. And it was so funny because Treach had the exact same conversation with Egypt that he had with Sam. The tone was slightly different, but Egypt also received it and wasn't defensive because he said the exact same things to her, like the exact same things about how they were going to prepare for this baby. And they needed to have something that is happening now and not something that's in the future because a baby can't eat plants. Okay? I know that's right. Yeah, no, his face, and when she said that bone part, Treach was like, oh. I was like, please get this man out of here. Right, so that's why I feel, hold up, what you saying? That's why I feel like people should not do things like that when you're in a relationship. Everything you do needs to come from an authentic place, not from foreplay. Let me play games. What you talking about? I missed the beginning of it. Sequoia, why be disrespectful? Me mugging her mama, I would have gotten snatched. Okay, I stood and clapped when Treach said the baby can't eat your plans. I loved it. Okay, I loved it. I thought I was the only one getting some energy from Lazy Bone. Oh no, Like you could tell the way. First of all, like there was a moment where he was walking behind her at the beach house, and I was like, oh yeah, nah, he wearing that ass out. Like that's what it's giving. Okay, it's giving the 90s too tired. Where's the Cialis? Okay, Lazy has a beach party right on the beach. Beautiful. Aaliyah and Eric walk in talking about how, we gonna get in the water, and if I say you getting naked, you getting naked. He's like, oh my God. And I'm just like, yeah, for real, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, did we need that? A baby. Okay, yeah, no, I got you. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand why Aaliyah and Eric need us to know that they, I don't know. Cree tells Vanessa that Brianna said that Angela isn't really friends with Cree. Basically, Brianna, was on her Instagram live talking about the show, and she said she feels like Cree is a plant. Basically, she thinks Cree is fake. She think all of the businesses are fake. She think Cree's relationships with everybody, is fake. She just thinks she's fake. That's what it read as to me, and she doesn't care. So Cree felt away about that, and Cree is giving, I'm gonna nice nasty, but then quickly turn maniacal on you about it, and it's just not even that deep. Anyway, everyone gets to the house, and when Sequoia gets there, she doesn't speak to her mom. That was weird as fuck to me. I didn't like that. Aaliyah goes over to her and asks if her mom is still married to her dad, because when they came in, Lazy and Tiny were sitting, close to each other. They were together. And I was like, Aaliyah, the moment you choose to actually have a voice on this show is when you want to be messy about some other grown people that are older than you business. So Aaliyah want to earn her check this season is what she's telling us. It's not starting off good. But I can't wait for you to be getting in Eric's ass. I'm excited for that. But you right now being messy about this shit with Tiny and Lazy with Sequoia, I didn't like that. because I felt like it was antagonistic. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she was trying to make Sequoia feel a way where it was obvious Sequoia already felt a way. I didn't like that because I feel like this is a situation between she and her mother. Nobody needs to be antagonizing this situation like that. Oh, your parents still married? Oh, okay, because when we came in, it was real close. Like, what the fuck? It was even the energy of the way she said it. Like, I feel like if she would have said it differently, I wouldn't have felt as bad. But it was just the way she was so gung-ho, you know, with this energy of moral superiority when she was saying it. That's what I kind of didn't like. Sequoia doesn't like that her mom isn't telling her what's going on. She says her mom has been ignoring her phone calls and shit and dodging her because she doesn't want to have this conversation. So she tells TT, Sequoia, and then, you know, she says, I'm not going to judge my mom. I want to know what's going on. And it's like, you're lying. You're mad and hurt that she isn't sharing it with you. But once she does, we see you're going to judge her. Next episode, we see she told a lady she don't want her to be with no rapper. Brianna and Cree go back and forth about the live. I feel like Brianna be drunk and humbuggish as fuck. And Cree is just looking for the moment. Brianna said, you know, Cree was like, oh my God, you look cute. Brianna was like, oh, you didn't speak to me earlier. She did speak to her. When she spoke to her, Brianna literally turned her head and rolled her eyes. And now you're acting like she didn't speak to you. You're weird as fuck. Okay? Cree, you went in hella hard in a way that makes me feel like you made a list of things that you were going to read her down on and you couldn't wait to read that list that you have in your mind. And in that way, I feel like you're trying too hard. You're trying too hard. As much as you like to pretend as if you're not trying hard, you completely went the fuck in on her in a way that I felt like was so unnecessary for the moment. We're not the same, honey. You read tarot. I like the Bible. I'm like, okay, so you think she's grungy and doesn't use regular deodorant, but you have cognitive dissonance? Like, what was the point of that statement? Brianna walks away. You know, she was like, not in my birthday month, bitch. And Cree was like, what did you say? She's like, not in my birthday month, bitch. And she was like, yeah, because my mom would at least have tried to get dressed in the morning. It was just like, girl, what is going on right now? And then she was like, you know, at this point, Brianna's just staring out at the sunset, drinking her drink. And she was like, that's right, bitch. Look out at something that you'll never be able to afford for yourself. And it was just like, whoa. Like, all of that because she said you ain't speak. See what I'm saying? It's giving a lot of like pent up frustration and just like waiting for the moment to pounce. And it feels overzealous. It feels, you know, a little bit too into it to me. Like, pull back a little bit. Pull back just a little bit. Okay? Because the energy of, I'm so sorry after spazzing. Yeah, no. If you gonna go in on somebody like that, keep that same fucking energy when you turn around. Cause like, bruh, the fuck? Like, wrong with bitches, bruh. Like, always tripping and shit. Like, why is you wildin'? I spoke to your crazy ass. You know what I'm saying? And then you continue on like, you know, I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I don't mean to, you know, get in this energy. But that whole, as he was saying, girl, no, don't do that. don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you could have kept that decorum, then you should have kept that decorum instead of going in like you did over absolutely nothing. Honestly, I don't think Brianna was scared. I think Brianna is like, she talking to me like she want me to punch her in the fucking face, and I'm trying to be different. Okay? I don't think that either one of them are scared of each other. Honestly, I think Brianna gives off the I'll beat your ass to everybody. So if you a person that doesn't like to feel like you're getting punked, she's gonna trigger you. And I think that's what's going on here. I think Cree feels triggered by Brianna. Brianna's cool. Brianna is aggressive and ignorant, and everybody still loves her for it. So it feels like essentially Cree probably just has some deep down, you know, dislike for Brianna just because of the way their personalities are. You know what I mean? But anyway, because it was just way too deep. TT and Sequoia are coming to Brianna to let her know that they have her back. And I just kind of felt like, TT, calm down. Like, I get it, but calm down. Cree, you know, they say Cree has it out for Brianna. Sequoia says she has it out for her. I'm just like, y'all are just, you know, joining forces because y'all don't like her. And I feel like that's lame too. Okay, are we friends now because y'all don't like the same person? Child, go to hell. Twist checks on Sequoia. She thinks that he's sweet. Sequoia, don't play yourself. Sequoia, don't play yourself with Twist. I wanted to say that. Even the way he talks about his interactions with her, I'm really trying not to do what Sequoia want me to do to her because I do it. And it's not that you want to do something to her, right? It's that she wants you to do something to her. So already you putting it out there that you don't really want her like that. I think that Twist is a colorist, or, you know, whatever the fuck y'all want to call it. But I think that Twist likes all of the, you know, the preferences. The Asian girls, the Latino girls, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's always going to be in that Cali nigga mindset with the way he is attracted to women. He pretends to be hood, but in truth, if you were actually as hood as you say you are, your women would reflect it. You give Hollywood, my nigga, which is why you like the Asian girls and shit. It's Hollywood. Because real hood niggas are, like, mostly with the women that are around them. Like, that's just true tea. Like, I don't know a lot of hood niggas that's, like, you know, colorists and all of that shit. Like, they are, but not like y'all be. Like, in this way of, I'm only dating this type of girl. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas do be colorists. Don't get me wrong, y'all. But I'm just saying, like, I don't see a lot of really hood dudes that's, like, you know, catching cases and shit being specifically for a certain type of chick, because they know that they need to be held down. And when you need to be held down, you're gonna pick the girls that are closest to you. You're gonna pick the black girls, because those are the girls that you know gonna hold you down. Like, it is what it is. Like, so just the circumstances of the situations prove that you on some Hollywood shit. And I feel like you would never really fuck with Sequoia. You might fuck her, but you wouldn't fuck with her. And I don't like that shit. So that's why I don't want Sequoia to even play herself like that with that flirtation. Because, yeah, like, no. It's I am trying to remove myself from blackness type of thing. And I don't like that shit. I don't care what y'all are talking about. It's like promote hood shit. But then in the women you date, you create a complete separation. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't match. Exactly. And don't no real hood girl want no twist. That is very real, Mrs. Wilson. Okay, it's not only about what you niggas want, it's about what the women want too. But you know what I'm saying? Like, he's projecting, and you can tell he's projecting based off of the women that he seeks. You know what I'm saying? It's something I've noticed with the way some of these men are. Make sure y'all come through for the Ooh Ladies First panel tomorrow on my channel, 7:30, because we definitely gonna be talking about passport bros. That's something that's been going around. I've been ignoring it because, you know, all of the shit's the same. But I think this has a specific conversation that me and the ladies can have that'll be interesting. So make sure y'all come through tomorrow night for that Ooh Ladies First panel, okay? But Sequoia staring Tiny and Lazy down because they was kind of like hugging and all of that, y'all. That shit was so funny. Lazy was like, we was just playing. He was like, we was just playing. We good? And Sequoia was just staring them down. I just kind of feel like I do understand her feeling a way about having to find out in that setting. But girl, you already see what it is. You already see what it is. Tiny ran away from having a conversation with her. So I understand her dismay. But once you find out what it is, you still act like you could have went to your mom and been like, Mom, like, I know you dodging me because you think I'm a, you know, judge you, but I really don't care. If you like Lazy, you like Lazy. It's cool. I'm not tripping. Because, I mean, honestly, you probably should figure out that even if your mom is fucking around with Lazy, that relationship may not last that long. And even if it doesn't, you already like him. So what difference does it make? Your mama's grown. Like, get out of her coochie. You got out of her coochie like 30 years ago. Stay out. Okay? Stay out of there. It's a lot of you know, you kids, like, I get it. Like, when my dad died, I had to get used to my mom dating other people, but that wasn't about me feeling like I had ownership over my mom. It was really like an out-of-body experience to see her with someone else. It was just weird. I had never seen anything like that before, but it didn't come from a place of feeling like, oh, no, you know, I don't want you to do this. No, it's a grown-ass woman. I'm not telling no other grown-ass. You had me. I can't tell you who the fuck. That's crazy. Like, that's crazy to me. For you to, like, the person that actually had sex and had you think you can tell them who they can be in relation with. I just think that's insane. I would never really do that. Like, you know, My mom has had her little boos, throughout the years since my dad has gone. I have liked some of them, not so much some others. Kind of felt like, why, those type of things. But all in all, that's what she wants to do. The only thing I don't like is when I feel like I can't be as comfortable as I would like to be around you, because now every time I come over here, this nigga over here too. Like, that's the type of shit that would irk me. But ultimately, like, it's cool. I would just make sure sometimes we have outings when it's just the two of us, instead of having this attitude of being mad at my mom because she seeks partnership or wants to be with somebody that she likes. Especially after your mama done been through all of this shit with your daddy for the past 20 years. Do you know how probably dick starved your mom is after being with your drunk ass daddy all these years? And that's no disrespect. I love JoJo. And when I say that, I mean I go up for JoJo. Like, vocally, there aren't many men, and people be missing this because he's become, this alcoholic and all of that. But vocally, if y'all go listen to those old Jodeci albums and shit, even though KC has the more distinct voice, JoJo's runs and overall vocal control and ability to hit high notes, and like, it really is one of the best male vocalists, like, of his time, period. Like, if you really go and listen to some JoJo. So, like, I have a large amount of love and respect for JoJo as a musician. But you can't tell me that dick been working with all of that liquor he been drinking all of this time. Okay? That lady been there for that man through thick and thin. She's tired now. So if she want to go get into the bone of it all, I just say, go, talk to your therapist about it and suck it the fuck up and let your mama be happy, Sequoia. But that's not what you gonna do. You gonna act a fool about it. Anyway, y'all, that was the first 2 episodes of Growing Up Hip Hop that's been going on this season. Y'all asked for it, so I gave it to y'all. Okay. Make sure y'all like the video. We're about to get into Love and Hip Hop family reunion. Give me a second. I don't know why I don't have my like in here. I'm gonna have to get my like the video up in this bitch. Okay. What y'all saying while I give me a little drink? Hold up. And her dad was terrible. Ooh. JoJo was cool. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. When Casey and JoJo had that show. Asshole. Okay, true vocals was on point. For real. Like, if y'all like, we was listening to Jodeci in the car. Like, I really been on, Jodeci lately. And was listening to Jodeci Essentials in the car, bumping that shit hella hard. Cause I feel like Jodeci in them made R&B to bang in your Jeep. Like, it's R&B, but it's shit that hit my, my system hit hard, when I play Jodeci. Okay? So when you really like be listening to the songs and you hear some of the most intricate runs and shit, and really some of the best parts are JoJo. It is what it is. Listen. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, baby. Oh. Ooh, yeah. Y'all, if y'all don't even understand, when we were in high school, shout out to all my homegirls and all my homeboys who I went to high school with, because it was literally a thing to just be like in the middle of the hallway, ooh yeah, like it was just a thing, ooh yeah, like you would just hit that shit so hard, okay, ooh yeah, and whenever you hit it, somebody down at the end of the hall was gonna hit it. Brianna was on shrooms during that argument with Cree. I watched her on Egg Live and she explained what happened, why she quit the show. Not her being on shrooms. Oh my God. That's good though.
Yeah. Let me know when you're trying to eat, because I ain't gonna put the lobster on until you're ready to eat.
I'm about to get into the last show. It's not gonna be a lot, so do that thing or whatever.
Do that thing with it.
That's good. Yes, it is. Nigga say, whoa. Oh my God. Okay. That shit was good. Anyway, love and hip hop, y'all. Am I good to him? And words how I feel. Y'all do that too? If you could stop. Oh, we definitely gonna be playing some Jodeci in this bitch. Oh, you and I could be one after all. Our love could be so strong. You and I could never stop. You and I would reach the top. Listen, it's my shit. Okay? Oh yeah. Dun, dun. It's the thuggish, ruggish bone. It's the thuggish, ruggish bone. It's the thuggish, ruggish bone. Listen, yes. And lazy. Wish it's in the house. Busy's in the house. And Flesh and Tasha Cleveland definitely in the house. Listen, y'all already know I'm gonna do it. Listen. Okay. So switching shows. Switching shows. Okay. Suki Hana showed up. Okay. Suki with the okay, listen, I'm tired of them calling her Suki with the Gakushi because I just kind of feel like you assume this because of what? Listen, I recently remembered what an ex-girlfriend used to call me. And I was just like, do you see me walking around reminding people of that all the time? Like, what's going on? Like, yes, we know the pussy is a hope chest. Okay? We know. All right? It's everything. But geez Louise, Sook. Also, y'all. Ooh. That area. Okay, Lil, I'm going to show y'all. Hold up. On Suki and them. Y'all got to excuse my body suit. Okay? On Suki and them, this area right here, you know how like when you be standing, Suki and what's your girl name? Estelita. Sook and Estelita, this area right here, like this hip area, like this part right here. Let me okay. Y'all see this little area right here. I'm trying to get it right. Okay. This part right here. Do y'all see this part? This area between the leg and the hip, this little area, because it's like a pocket of fat that sits right there on the hip, right? Okay, y'all feel me on this. What is going on with Estelita and Suki in that area? I'm about to pull it up. They didn't give shit else this episode. I could. No, I'm gonna tell you why. Because I recently just saw a video, beautiful woman, letting us know that because she had surgery, it helped her self-confidence. And she did all of these amazing things in this, in this group and all of this shit. She did all of these, amazing travel things. And, she had all of this self-confidence. So she was willing to do things that she wasn't willing to do before. Okay? And even though I appreciate that she needed surgery in order to feel good enough about herself, in order to travel, I still feel like y'all sell that shit to these girls, and these girls who really can't afford that shit and can't afford to do it the right way, go and get it, thinking that they're gonna look like your ass with your your perfect abs and shit. And years later, they out here looking like Sook and Estelita. I'm about to pull it up. I gotta pull it up on the other site, and I gotta get the picture. But that's what I'm like. That's why I was like, I really can't stand that y'all like really be out here promoting this shit. Like, it's cool. Like, yeah, you should still go and do this, girl. I had so much self-confidence after I did this. I was feeling myself so much after I did this. Hold up. I'm watching a compilation of old seasons, and my goodness, I know Carly got plastic surgery on her face, but I didn't realize she for real doesn't look the same at all. She fucked her shit up. She fucked her shit up. Hold up, I'm trying to find it, y'all, but y'all know the broken silence shit always wanna give you 5011 pop ads every time you click on the screen. So I'm trying to get to this specific moment. I'm almost there. It's when Lyrica and Shekinah are having another senseless argument about absolutely nothing. That was another thing about this episode. I'm like, how many times do we need to hear Shekinah and Lyrica have an argument and it's stupid and it makes no sense, and we have yet to see somebody point out the fact that Shekinah is mad because she felt like Lyrica unfollowed her, but really when she went to her page, she saw that she wasn't following Lyrica because it said follow back. That's what she said. So it's really stupid. It's all really dumb. Lyrica not wanting anybody else to be a part of the conversation except for Spice, because Spice is the only one that she feels like can control Shekinah, and she the only one that's on her side. Hold up, y'all. I got it. Hold on. I got it. Okay. Because every time I click on a page and give a pop-up. Where's my fucking pop-up blocker? Where's my fucking pop-up blocker? Okay, listen. All right, I'm pulling it up for y'all right now because we about to look at this because I'm trying to understand what's going on in the girls. What's going on with the girls? Because it just... it don't make sense. It don't make sense. Hold up. It don't make... Y'all see how every time I click the thing do that, right? Let's do it again. See it? Do y'all see it? I need to go back. But every time I click, y'all see this? Every time I click, y'all. It's so aggravating. Yes, 40-year-old women arguing over social media. It's so ridiculous. Every time, y'all. I ain't even touched the screen that time. It's about to happen. Hold up, because I don't want them to flag me. Because I feel like they're going to flag me, and I really just want to see this one part. Where she walk over. Because when she... Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no. I'm so not happy with y'all deciding to do that. All right, now let's fast forward. Suki in her third BBL, you know, and it looked like it's hard for you to walk, but I'm gonna let y'all live because it's what y'all want to do with yourselves, okay? But when y'all get up there and y'all say, oh, you know, surgery really helped me. Surgery really made me feel so good about myself. And it's like, okay, but can y'all explain why these girls look like this? Like, where is it at? Hold up. Where is it at? I need to pull it up. Child, the pop-up blocker is not letting me live. Child, not Nikki walking on a treadmill for 13 minutes. Lyric says she walked on the treadmill for 13 minutes. And I honestly feel like, why didn't y'all bring Miami Tip on the show if y'all was going to talk about her? That didn't even make no sense. First of all, Sook, what did you do to yourself? Something looks weird here. Something looks weird there, Sook. Okay, do y'all see Estelita? Okay. That's it. That's all. Like, this part sticking out, I feel like she would have looked good without that. It's just so unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? And I wish the girls would have, you know, would have not. But y'all want to keep acting like, you know, the promotion of that is good. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all thing. But on this show, I'm like, yeah, y'all should leave that surgery shit alone. Y'all should just go to the gym. Y'all should just go to the gym and work on it that way, because it's too touch and go. It's too touch and go. It's too up in the air. Okay? But Suki showed up looking like that. Chaotic invited her because she just broke up with Bill. Thank God. They do a game asking who slept with who. Basically, Safari slept with everybody. Nikki Baby dated everybody. Carly Red slept with and dated everybody. It's just a whole lot of overlapping going on this show. We already know Safari done been with Nicki Baby. He done been with Mariah Lynn. He done been with Erica Mena. He done been with who else, y'all? It's been a whole bunch of the girls. They said he might have been with Lyrica. I thought it was funny nobody mentioned that shit. I don't think Chrissy's body is natural. I don't think there's any way for a bitch to be that big in all other areas of her body except for her stomach. Now, I do think she always had a big butt, so I think she probably went and got lipo. That's what I think. Or she might have went and got a BBL. But I do think a lot of the girls go and get tummy tucks even when they have big asses. So their stomach be flat, but everything else be big. Dream Doll, yeah, she another one. No, Safari tried to act like him and Juju was a thing, but they was not. Okay, Nicki Baby surgeries are good. That's because she keeps going back to get them redone, but it doesn't really look that good. Not to me anyway. She looked hard. Chaotic cut his locks and got new teeth. I saw it, and now he up there telling y'all niggas to treat the girls like princesses. And I was just like, oh, all right, Chaotic. I'm gonna get to them in a minute because I want to talk about their conversation amongst men that they had. Tierra gets Lyrica and Shekinah to talk at the game night. Shekinah says that she didn't want to mess up somebody's music career because she has a very reliable source that told her that Lyrica said that Shekinah was bad for her brand. And I feel like that probably is the truth. And I don't understand why Shekinah doesn't understand that, considering the Sabrina Peterson situation. I don't understand why you don't understand. Shekinah calls Lyrica fake. Lyrica calls Shekinah cocky. Lyrica is lame to me a lot of the times. The things that she says and does, I think she pump fake, pretend to be all hard and shit, pretend to be about it, but she really not. You get, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody that will jump to conclusions and get rowdy even though they're not really about their life. Like that. I ain't ready yet. Alexis says, y'all just not hearing each other. Lyrica wants everybody but Spice to stay out of it. Spice and Shekinah start screaming at each other. Spice throws her phone. Y'all, it's all foolishness and stupid. That's why I really don't care about it. Gunplay tells Nikki that Miami Tip is shading him on Instagram. And he had a show at Miami Tip's club, the club she worked at. And she had his girl, Vanshay, his new baby mama, banned from the club because she's jealous. I'm going to tell you something. Tip, that man said he only fucked you once or twice. He lying. I know he did it more than once or twice. But I am tired of Miami Tip doing the same shit and acting like she's grown. Tip, please stop. Like, when you gonna get out the strip club? Like, aren't you aging out at some point? I don't know what's going on there, but the fact that you still doing the same shit you was doing 10 years ago, however long it was, you know, fighting and arguing over niggas in a strip club, girl, oh my God, that just seems so low vibrational for somebody so smart. Amara, Jen, Fresher, Chaotic, and Scrap talk about Shekinah being a problem in the group. Scrap says Shekinah means well, she just messy as fuck. There are moments when I like Scrap. Chaotic invited Suki to help her heal because of the breakup with Bill. The men meet up to play pool and talk about their issues as men. This is what I wanted to talk about. So I'm going to just go ahead and tell y'all off rip, even though listening to each men's individual story, you know, I appreciate the fact that they wanted to come together and have a moment where they got some things off their chest and vocalize their feelings. Because a lot of men, specifically black men, that grew up in survival mode do not know how to communicate their feelings adequately, and they get angry and upset and frustrated and take it out on other people because they don't know how to control their emotions, because nobody ever taught them how to control their emotions. Okay, and so I appreciated the fact that they had this conversation as grown men, but there's a lot of bullshit going on. There's a lot of victimhood in what I heard, and it annoyed me. Because I feel like they do this men versus women shit when essentially the issues that all of you niggas have stems from choices that y'all made. And I mean real deal fucked up choices. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all talk about some of these situations as if you didn't put yourself in that situation. Scrap, you being traumatized from listening to a man fight for his manhood? Sir, what did you do to get put in jail? I'm glad you're not going back to it. You seem like one of the few that took accountability. But there was a part of this conversation to me that felt like a lot of y'all were talking about the pains that you had went through without the accountability for the shit you did to get you in that space in the first place. Almost like, oh my God, look what the world did to me. And it's like, no, nigga, all y'all made these decisions to be in these spaces. All of y'all made these decisions, you know what I'm saying, to be a part of lifestyles that got y'all caught up, as if there weren't people along the way telling you not to. And I feel like that's bullshit. Like, I feel like there's always been people telling y'all not to do this, not to do that. And y'all ignore those people because you're getting bullied by other niggas to come off a certain way. You don't want to be, you don't, it's so funny. It's such a mind fuck to call somebody a punk because they don't want to do street shit. So you're basically bullying somebody into doing something and then calling them a punk when they fight your bullying. Like, it's very weird. Like, it's very weird because really, I feel like a lot of times the people that grow up in the hood, the ones that don't acquiesce to the bullshit and the hood antics that are so easy to get involved in because some nigga told you you was soft, so now you got to prove something. Like, that type of bullshit. Like, nigga, why do I have to prove anything to you? You live with your mom. Like, you don't have anything going on. Niggas be out here getting their mind fucked by some of the most dusty ass niggas. Letting these dusty ass dudes that have nothing going for themselves is probably telling you some stupid shit because they jealous of you. Make you question yourself and how you handle your shit. And so now you feel like I gotta prove something to these niggas. That's what a lot of y'all do. I'ma just keep it a buck. A lot of y'all want to prove something to somebody, to other men, that you're tough and all of that shit. And a lot of it ends up getting y'all fucked up. It does. So Scrap says he had to talk to somebody about being traumatized in prison, losing his brother, growing up with no father. Fresher talks about getting robbed and having to reevaluate his life. Gunplay and Chaotic talk about their cocaine use and how it really exasperated their issues. They already had anger issues and didn't know how to deal with people. When they got on the drugs, they really didn't give a fuck. They disrespected people and didn't care. So when we tell y'all that when these niggas be extra disrespectful and with all of this, like, Ray J-ish type stuff, you know what I'm saying? We tell y'all this, it's because we know that drug makes them feel a certain way. Like, they can just be outrightly disrespectful to anybody. It's whatever, A lot of anger, a lot of moving around, a lot of talking loud, a lot of like extra movements and shit that's going on with Chaotic and Gunplay. So I'm glad they pointed it out. I'm glad they both were able to talk to each other about that issue and overcoming it and how hard that was for both of them. I'm glad that they, showed emotion. But why is it, and this is the thing that bothers me, y'all only feel like y'all can show this emotion with each other? Like, there's always a fake thing happening. Like, oh, we talked about it in here, but when we leave, we got to man up. Like, what? Why? Why not just keep it real about who you are and what you've been through? It doesn't make you a simp because you are affected by the fucked up things that have happened to you. But I feel like essentially a lot of the men still feel the need. There's a voice in their head telling them to put on a front. Put on a front. Put on a front. And I'm not saying it's just men, but I do feel like they do it more than women. They do it more than women. And then they call it women, them acting logical and us acting off emotion when it's really not the case at all. You're calling it logic, but really it's the voice in your head that tells you that you need to prove something to somebody. That comes from an emotion of inadequacy and insecurity. It's an emotion. It's not the logic that you think it is. Okay? Because when people come at you with logic, like shit that makes sense, if it makes you feel like you're giving something up, you're gonna act like, no, that's not fair. That's not what I want to do, even though you know it's fair. I have seen dudes talk all this logical shit, and they baby mama come to them with a logical plan for you take the baby on this day, and then I'll take them on this day, da-da-da-da. If it's too much work, something that they don't want to do, not all of a sudden they don't want to do the shit. Nah, I'm not doing that because you want me. So is that emotion or logic, my nigga? Because a lot of y'all do stuff based off of feelings and then act like it's logic. It's very weird. It's very weird that y'all do that. So it was just something about the way they were talking to each other that it was like, I really wish that y'all would be honest like this all the time. And be honest with yourselves too. Because a lot of this is y'all bullshitting with yourselves, bullshitting with the women, and it's just stupid because I feel like essentially everybody's lying even though everybody knows the truth. Like, we all know the sky is blue, but we're going to look at each other and be like, nah, that shit green, right? And you're going to be like, yeah, that shit green. That shit green? That shit green. And everybody's like, nah, but we know it's blue in their minds. Like, that's literally what I feel like goes on. Like, it's crazy. Anyway, MJ says that his biggest heartbreak has come from Amara, and I got mad. And I had to explain it to my husband. And this is what I want y'all to understand. We're not telling you that you can't express your feelings. But when we feel like you expressing your feelings so that you can be emotionally manipulative, that's when it's a problem. It's you're using your emotion because you know it's going to get a response. Like whenever a baby realizes if they cry, somebody will come and pick them up. Even if nothing is wrong, they'll cry because they know you'll come. So niggas, y'all will do that. You know that women want to see you emotional about them. So sometimes you lean into that. Lean into it to the point that it becomes unattractive. It's being used as a manipulation. So for me, when I look at MJ talking about Amara, you want people to feel bad for you. You want Amara to feel bad for you. Maybe that will convince her she should want to be in a relationship with you just so she can make it right that she left you and moved on to somebody that you introduced her to. Because that's really what it feels like to me. He said he don't really want to be with her anymore, but the homeboys called lie on it. And I'm going to tell you what really bothered me, MJ. MJ, your issue is not Amara. Your issue is that your mother was emotionally unavailable to you. And so now as an adult, you are seeking the nurturing that your mama could not give you and Shay and y'all brother. I feel like that's why y'all brother went into therapy so heavy, because he needed to figure his shit out, because y'all mama seemed very emotionally removed in her mothering. Like she's cruel sometimes, mean, like there's a lack of emotional intelligence. So I feel like one brother becomes extremely knowledgeable about psychology and tries to fix. The other brother just leans into the brokenness. And that's what MJ does. I think MJ feels a hole from his mother not giving him the nurturing or the emotional support that he needed as a child. So he looks for that in his relationships with women. And I think that he thought if he committed himself to Amara in a way that most women don't want a man to commit themselves to them. A woman doesn't want you to stop working, stop doing your music. Like a woman doesn't want you to stop doing everything you're doing so that y'all can be together. So to me, that was bullshit. You wanted to find a woman who could take care of you. And so once you found Amara, a beautiful, fine woman that could take care of you, you leaned into her. And she got scared because I don't want to be your fucking mother. I don't want to take care of you. I want to be with a man that's going to take care of me because I got fucking daddy issues. I don't want to be like my mom, working my ass off, taking care of everybody with no fucking help. So as soon as he started really showing her that he was trying to get his teeth into her so she would have no choice but to stay with him, there are a lot of you niggas that like to trap women with babies. Oh, I want a baby with you and all of that. No, you want to trap her with the baby so you will always have access to her. So you will always have someone that you can depend on in some respect, because a lot of you men know that when you have a baby mama that love you, even if she don't want to be with you, she is going to protect you and take care of you out of love for her children. There are a lot of women that will do for an ain't shit ass man because they don't want their children to have to deal with the dad not being there or all of this other shit. Y'all play on that. Y'all manipulate that shit. You know, having a child with somebody is going to forever, have them at your, beck and call on some shit if they need you. So yeah, I just kind of feel like Amara just peeped how you were manipulating your emotions in order to get her to take care of you. And she ran. And she ran in the opposite direction to somebody who she felt like was going to take care of her, who was self-sufficient. But she ran to somebody who I believe was like the polar opposite in a bad way. I think she went to Alan because Alan was taking care of himself and MJ was looking for somebody to take care of him. So she ran to that man thinking that that man was going to be better. But that man is so emotionally removed In order to be the businessman that he is on some level, I guess he needs to be emotionally removed from his woman and his family, because he's a piss poor example of a man when it comes to taking care of his responsibilities. I don't care what she says. He was not there for her. He wasn't there for her. So yeah, I feel like MJ, was on bullshit. They called him on it. But essentially, I'm glad that the men had a moment to express their emotions. I just want for y'all to, when you are expressing your emotions, don't just stop there. And that's what I feel like a lot of what happens with you men is that y'all take one step towards self-improvement and think that that's enough. Because y'all haven't had to really push through uncomfortable things like that. Like, I'm talking about emotionally uncomfortable things that make you look at yourself. That's way more uncomfortable than going through the woes of the world, because you can always blame somebody else. But once you start looking on the inside, you have to actually start dealing with how you are, why you are the way you are, and then you have to be accountable for it. And a lot of y'all don't want to do that. It's the same thing with Fresher. Why are you meditating but still having stupid fucking conversations about, how Jen needs to be grateful because the other side ain't that good? Why are you still trying to use money to manipulate Jen into staying with you? Because really, if you were doing all of this inner growth, then you would want her to be with you because she loves you, not because because she needs you financially. Like, real growth emotionally is wanting somebody to choose you, not somebody needing you. But y'all don't be there yet. So that's why I feel like y'all pump fake on emotional growth. Y'all take one step forward and then you think that's enough and you don't dive any deeper. You know what I'm saying? But for those of y'all that are, I salute you. I salute you. Continue to do that. But also, don't feel like women should be giving you brownie points because you are now becoming emotionally intelligent, because they've had to be emotionally intelligent for you for far too long for them to think that you doing it for a minute is supposed to be enough after all of the years of tricking women with their emotions. And that's another thing. Women are used to being tricked with emotion. That's why they can't always trust that I'm sharing my feeling shit. Not because, women don't never want to hear it and da-da-da. No, because in the past, you niggas have been really good at using how women feel about y'all to take advantage of them. Fresher. Okay? MJ, Gunplay. I don't know Chaotic's history like that, but I know Gunplay used the fuck out of Kiara when they were together. Abused her with that drug use and all of that, putting that girl in them situations, he throwing shit and all of that. That's scary as fuck to be with a man that's on drugs and you don't know if he can control himself and he throwing shit. Like, what? But going to therapy and then complaining about the female therapist being biased is enough, Bondi. Child. It's not. And they swear it is, because they do that too. I was talking to my friend and he was like, I don't think I'm ready for a female therapist. I'm like, you know why? Because y'all really don't be ready for the truth yet. And I told him, I said, but that's all right, because we back. And so now you're going to get it, when I feel like you can handle it. I'll give it to you. The honest part that you really don't want to hear. Yes, getting hit with a love bomb. Yes. Like, it is what it is. The spa day. The spa day was stupid. Shekinah and Lyrica arguing again about absolutely nothing. Shekinah, why did you feel the need to call Lyrica G a one-hit wonder? That lady was not a one-hit wonder. That lady was an Ikette. Like, I don't know why you think she's a one-hit wonder, but that lady was an Ikette. Like, the lady had like a long-standing career being a background singer, and then eventually had some singles and songs that went well for her. But her career is not something that you can say it was just a one-hit wonder. That was very disrespectful. And honestly, I feel like Lyrica, if you wanted to pop off at any moment, that would have been a moment for me. Bitch, I'll punch you in your fucking mouth playing with my mama like that. Just because it's not true and you saying it to hurt me and you ain't about it. But see, neither one of them about it. That's why Shekinah knew she could say that shit. Because if Shekinah would have said that shit to me about my mama, Shekinah would have been rolling around with her at her fake ass cheeks on the ground. Because I'd have knocked her the fuck out. Like, it definitely would have been a punch to the mouth. Or an attempt to punch to the mouth. And if security, because they had security in there. But that comment about that lady mama being a one-hit wonder, I would have been mad about that. I'm mad about that, talking about that, because I know Lyrica G ain't no fucking one-hit wonder. She may not have the same face she had back then, but the career is the same. The career is the same. Female therapy is where it's at. And you know they get mad about that. And I don't understand why. Because essentially you do understand women's connectedness to their emotions. And that's why they know how to they know how to communicate the feelings, because they're more grounded in it. It's not always a bad thing the way y'all try to act. Like, it's not a bad thing to understand how you feel. It helps you make better decisions. It's called intuition. Like, that's one of the things. Like, meditation is supposed to teach you to listen to yourself. Exactly, Bondi. Because remember when Chrissy stepped up, it took the wind out of Shekinah's sail. She know who to play with. Oh yeah, she knows she can't fight. She knows she say it all the time. That's why they arguing with each other, because neither can right. And see, like on these shows, I'm gonna just be like, bitch, let's just break this shit up so we can go. I'm tired. Shekinah would have been real easy to bump over. She would have too. She be talking all the time about how, you know, her ass hurt because it's not real. But anyway, y'all, I'm done. Hour and 30 minutes. We talked about the shows. I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the live today. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, become a member if you have not already. Come back tomorrow for the Ooh Ladies first panel on my channel. Y'all send me some topics if you please send me some topics and some things that you would like to see us talk about tomorrow for the show. Help me out, please. I'll create a post here on the community page on YouTube for everybody to post under. I love you guys so much. I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day, because I'm about to go and do that. All right. See you guys later. Bye.